Coronation Street's Chris Harper reveals Bethany Platt will relive rape ordeal in terrifying cross-examination as he calls for grooming victim support. The schoolgirl will have to give evidence against the child sex ring members in dramatic scenes. Coronation Street's Chris Harper has revealed Bethany Platt will relive her horrific rape ordeal in court. The actor, who plays evil groomer Nathan Curtis, says Bethany faces the terrifying prospect of being cross-examined by the defense and could become retraumatized going over her abuse time and time again. Bethany Platt's sick groomer and his rapist sidekick Neil Clifton will make a dramatic return to Weatherfield for their explosive rape trial later this month. Chris is backing Barnardo's campaign to help kids like Bethany in real life and claims grooming victims need support on their journeys to justice. The leading provider of child sexual exploitation services has published Journey to Justice, a report which highlights how victims of sexual exploitation can feel no one believes them. Speaking about the upcoming storyline and the campaign, Chris said, "For young victims of child sexual abuse and exploitation, achieving justice can mean having to relive their ordeal. Just like Bethany, real-life victims face going over their abuse time and time again, which can be extremely distressing and lead to them becoming re-traumatized. We've seen how difficult it has been for Bethany to summon up the courage to report Nathan to the police, and now she faces cross-examination in court. It's a terrifying prospect for her. It's vital that victims and survivors get one-to-one support right the way through their case to help them understand the daunting process and cope with the strain that achieving justice can put on them." During interviews with victims of child sexual exploitation, Barnardo's found that aggressive cross-examination and police interviews can make young people feel like they are not believed or that they are to blame for their abuse. Victims also say that having to tell their stories over and over again to police and in court can leave them feeling distressed and that no one believes them. Schoolgirl Bethany will have to face these issues in court as her grooming storyline is brought back to the forefront in the coming months. KOI producer Kate Oates has revealed it may not be as simple as Nathan just being found guilty and he may not get the justice he deserves. Speaking at a press day for KOI this month, she revealed Bethany may not even make it to court if Mel has anything to do with it. She said, "We're going to see if Bethany makes it to court. It's a huge deal of a girl her age and position to face not one but several perpetrators and barristers. And we still have Mel to consider." Nathan has a little friend in Mel, who has had her brain well and truly washed by him, and she is very much on the outside and very keen for her to not get to court. The question is, will Nathan ever face justice? Kate's revelation comes after actor Chris Harper was spotted back on set as he arrived outside the courtroom to film the harrowing rape trial scenes, along with Ben Cartwright, who plays bent copper Neil. Bethany has been subjected to horrendous mental and physical abuse over the last few months, and her ordeal is still not over as she is forced to give evidence against the pair. In the pictures, Lucy Fallon's character looked traumatized as she arrived to court to give damning evidence against her attackers, while the sex ring members looked nervous as they walked to be confronted with their crimes in front of a jury. Nathan and Neil were seen behind bars, but will Bethany get justice and see them locked up for good? Doting mum Sarah, played by Tina O'Brien, was also on hand to provide support to her worried daughter. The actress was seen on the phone as she made her way onto the set before the cameras started rolling. Coulson Smith looked in a vibrant mood as he rocked up for the tense court scenes alongside Lucy Fallon. The actor plays Craig Tinker, who has been Bethany's rock since discovering the shocking truth. The police recruit managed to expose vile Neil by secretly recording his mentor confessing to his horrific crimes, as he risked his career in the force to save his friend. Fortunately, he managed to keep his job, and remains by his best friend's side as she makes the daunting journey to court. The explosive scenes, which will air in the coming weeks, will see sick Nathan attempt to worm his way out of trouble. He tries to portray himself as a misunderstood victim to the jury, who will decide whether he will be imprisoned. but it remains to be seen whether Neil will try to shove his friend under the bus in a bid to save himself. Coronation Street continues on ITV1 on Friday night at 7:30 p.m.